It's time to get back on my Journeyman Smith presentation knives. If you don't know, when you join the ABS and you want to become a Journeyman Smith, you have to do a performance test. Then you have to make 5 presentation knives that you will be presenting at Bladeshow to a panel of mastersmiths. If you pass that, then you get your Journeyman stamp. So I've got a pattern. I'll show that to you a little later. And we'll be forging it out of a piece of 1084 steel that is 3/16 thick. So let's get to it. Can I help? Yeah, you can help. Awesome. What can I do? Let me show you. Come on. See that stack of firewood over there? Yeah. Need you to move it over here, stack it up neatly by the shop. What's that got to do with knife making and such? We got to stay warm, don't we? I guess so. All right then. But it ain't cold. Firewood. All right, so I got the blade profiled and cleaned up. But what I've done is I changed the profile from what I had forged. I didn't really like the clip that I was going for here. So I just ground this clip down and making a drop point style knife. I'm gonna actually make a couple of these, one a little shorter, because I'm gonna have a couple clip points and think this will be a good mix. Surface ground, it's about 5/32 thick. And the main thing is I want this ricasso area to be flat. The rest of it I'm not worried about. I mean, it has a slightly tapered distal taper there, but I want this ricasso to be flat because when I fit that guard up, I want it to be clean fit. I'm gonna cut these guard shoulders next and do a little relief here back and get this tang tapered down a little, and then do the heat treatment. Boring. Yes, I know. So I got the shoulders done. I'm gonna go ahead and do the rough grinding, start doing the thermal cycling, and we'll heat treat it, and I'll get back to grinding. So I'm about to start the thermal cycling on this knife. What I like to do is put them in a stainless pouch to prevent scaling before I heat treat or before I harden the blade. I use this on stainless knives. You can also use anti-scale, that sort of thing, but this is way less messy, more efficient, and I reuse these pouches about 3-4 times. Works great. Now when I go to quench the blade, of course they'll be out of the pouch. I'm gonna start out at like 1575, then I'll do a 1450, then I'll go back to 1510 and harden the blade. I usually wait about 10 minutes in between each cycle. So here we go. All right, so we got our blade heat treated. And what I've done is went ahead and hand sanded the flats. I don't care about the rest of this. This will all be ground. It'll be a full flat grind. Cleaned up the spine and under the ricasso. That way I can go ahead. I took my measurement for my guard. And when I get the bevels done, I'll have very little cleanup sanding to do and I'll fit the guard. But I wanted to show you, you might be wondering why I do this. The reason I do that is give me control when I'm grinding the knife. I have better control of it. I hold it better. It's in my hand and I can feel it. It's just something I've done for years and it's a habit. Anyway, time to grind it. Get the bevels done, then we'll work on the guard. I got the finish grinding done and I went ahead and done the hand sanding. Now I still have to do the logo and I'll do a little more hand sanding once I finish the logo. Right now I want to get this guard started. So what I've done is I got a piece of 4/16 stainless. I've done laid it out. I'm going to come in here, cut out the backside down to about 50 thousandths, and then I will cut the front side. And just to show you what I've got here, I've got my thickness. This is my target thickness, and I'm going to use a 1/8 end mill, and I've got 21 thousandths to cut out of there after I subtract the thickness of my end mill. Divide that by 2, it's about 10 thousandths that I will be taking off of each side of the slot when I make the cut. I'm keeping it center of the guard, so I could just take all of that to one side, but I like to keep my slot center. It gives me options when I start shaping the guard. So I will cut it with the 1/8 end mill and then take 10 thousandths on each side and then take it and do the final fit up. But right now, it's a little chilly in here. I'm going to get some coffee, build a fire, and I'll come back, start on this guard. Did it fit? Well, it fits just fine, but I ain't gonna be able to use it. Well, why not? Nobody's supposed to help me work on my journeyman knives. I have to do these by myself. That's stupid. That's why I don't need you helping me. I have to do them by myself. This was all a waste of time. Fine then. I'm going camping. Make me a survival video. Only thing I'm bringing is a fork. With a fork, saw a guy do it on YouTube. That's all he had. I can do that. Fine then. Fine then. Stop slamming the door. He did do a good job, but nobody can help you make your journeyman test knife. So, trash this one. Got to go make another one. When I get it made, I'll meet you when I'm hot fitting it. All right, so I'm pretty happy with the way the guard fits up, and we're ready to move on to the next step. And so I've got a piece of stabilized mesquite. This came from Terry Dunn with TNT Enterprises, one of the best guys around for supplying handle material. I suggest you check him out. He don't sponsor me, but he puts out some fantastic stabilized wood. So I've already got it laid out, as you can see. Center's marked. Got my handle. I'm gonna go drill it out, start fitting it up. All right, so there's journeyman knife number 2. Actually, this is number 1 because I sold number 1, so I have to remake it. I'll have some better shots at the end of the video, but I hope you got something out of this. I think it come out pretty good. I really love this handle material. This mesquite burl is just beautiful. 1084 steel, 416 guard, and 416 stainless peened. Make a nice skinner. Let's hope it'll pass the inspection. I'll have some better shots here for you. Anyway, we'll catch you on the next one.